Hi, it's one of your Mixer Fridays. I am Megan. I'm the creator of this YouTube page. I didn't do last week's video because I decided not to upload it because it wasn't working. But as you know, this week's challenge is rants. So I pretty much had everyone pick a random number and get a rant. The thing is, there are 12 girls and I did 11. Because it was my thing, I looked and there were no rants left. So I thought of one finally and I wrote it down. And it's with Little Mix becoming more famous, and my opinion is I do not want them to at all. So I have a whole bunch of stuff that I'm going to just, I have like little notes. Probably can't read it, but yeah, so I'm going to talk about. So if I look down, I'm looking at the paper. They're pretty much going to go big like One Direction did. Yeah, I see that because they are similar. Both did X Factor. Both like all came in as soloists, then got put into as groups in boot camp. Went to the finals. One Direction placed third, Little Mix placed first. And yeah, I know first place people normally have the thing where they don't do well. Like if you're in first place, you're pretty much doomed. But Little Mix so far is doing good. I've heard them often get compared to being the next Spice Girls because they're UK bands that got that Spice Girls went big in the 90s. Who knows? Little Mix might. I never know. And next is how they're pretty much going to go through the steps of crossing over like One Direction. First you have the single, Wings. Then you have the Mixer's magnets, or in One Direction's case, the Bring One DVD. I think that's just a management thing because they both are under the same management, Modest. But that was a part of crossing over. A lot more people found out about them because of the challenges and stuff like that. Then they talk about releasing a new album. DNA is available for pre-order. So there goes the new album. Then you do the radio tour for the new album. Yes, they already did like a promotional radio tour, but that was just, it wasn't all over the US. It was just like in a few areas. Then they open up for someone. Then they have their US tour, and then become big. Yeah, I believe they might skip the opening up thing because of the amount of fans they already had through Mixer's magnets and their promotional tour, which they did. And pretty much what's going to happen if they do get big is there's going to be less chance of meeting them. Pretty much security is going to go up. Yes, they already have security, but that's just for safety of them and safety for the fans. But if there's more fans, there's going to be more safety precautions. Then if there is concerts, tickets will sell out like that. Seconds, minutes, and they're going to be super expensive. And my opinion on why I don't want them to get big is pretty much why I didn't want One Direction to get big. Because one, I won't be able to meet them because they will be so big. Well, sadly, I didn't have the chance to meet One Direction. I probably never will because they are so big now. Hopefully, I can meet Little Mix the first time they do come to Chicago, because that's the area I live in. Again, I won't be able to get tickets because they'll sell out so fast, or there'll be hundreds of dollars for nosebleeds. So, then they'll have less online interaction with the fans. They do a lot of online interaction, whether it's with the videos, the tour diaries and stuff like that. One Direction pretty much completely stopped all of that stuff, minus like behind the scenes for music videos and their Twitters. But that's about it on that. And the effect on the girls, I think they'll treat Fame well, but I just think it'll put a lot of pressure on them and stuff like that, and they won't be able to see their family as much. I mean, they barely do now, and I don't want to see the girls like that. I barely want to see, again, One Direction like that. I keep comparing them to One Direction, mind me, because, again, I think they're going to go through similar things, and they're just easy to compare. It probably gets annoying after a while, but it's true. They do get compared to One Direction a lot, not only because of Sari, but because of the X Factor thing, like I said before. And that's pretty much all it is about my rant. I don't want them to get famous. It's not going to be good for us. It's not going to be good for the girls. It's not. But it's going to happen eventually, and I'm going to have to deal with it. But whatever. I guess hopefully I can meet them before they're super big, and yeah. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube. I hope you enjoy all of us. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. My Twitter is GWYN'S. We had just created a official Tumblr for the YouTube page. It's mixercollab.tumblr.com. I think that's what it is. I'll put a link soon once we get it started running, because we just made it. We haven't made our theme or anything like that yet. So, yeah. Don't really know how to end YouTube videos. Bye? Oh, whatever.